Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I made a video. Looks like it's just been since like Thanksgiving. I did a project back in Thanksgiving, like 2 years ago. But it always seems I make a video when there's some major event happening. So it's like social media video therapy. Um, but if there's one thing I've kind of learned through some of those things is the power in sharing your story. There's power in putting it out there for the person doing the sharing, and maybe someone's going through something similar that they just maybe need to hear that they're not alone. So here we go. I've made some notes, so if you see me looking off to the side, I just have a lot to share, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So here we go. 5 days after I assisted with the holiday party, 7 days before going home, and 15 days before Christmas. A little over 60 days ago, December 10th, 2015, I was laid off of my job. A company I had been with for almost 8 years had me go to a room, dial a cell phone number, to have the voice on the other end tell me that my position was no longer needed. I was hurt, a little angry, a little bit of shock, but my previous company, ironically, back in 2007, it ended in a layoff as well. But back then I was in my 20s when I experienced that. It was like my first real job. So 7 years of service, laid off, and I was just devastated. I was completely devastated. I mean, like, I went through this whole what could I have done better? I mean, and who likes to experience rejection of any kind, period? Nobody likes rejection. It was very hard to not take it personal at the time. Fast forward to 60 days ago, I'm in my 30s now. Almost 8 years of service, I'm laid off. I was angry and hurt. The difference this time, though, was I wasn't devastated. I want to say that again. I wasn't devastated. But a loss is a loss. Even if it's for the best and you can clearly see what that best is, you know it, it's still a loss, and the loss hurts. Losing period, losing anything, it sucks and it hurts. It just hurts. Especially when the catalyst for the loss is a decision made for you and not by you. It sucks. So I was in this like purgatory of emotions, and it put me at this crossroads of the life that I have and I had and the life that I want to have. And a friend reminded me, she said, God speaks in whispers. And when you don't listen, well, those whispers turn to shouts. And if this wasn't a shout, bullhorn, flashing billboard, stadium announcement type of message of epic proportions, then I don't know what else would be. So while my emotions were like swirling around, the one message that was very clear and very immediate on that day even was never again. Never again. Never again will my well-being and my financial future be in the hands of anyone other than myself. There's a quote that says, vision without action is just a dream. Action without vision just passes time. But vision with action can change the world. And it was time to change my world, because it was being changed for me. So I could either get on board or get swallowed up by it. But I knew I had to make the leap. I just knew it. I had to make the leap. I had to do what I actually knew back in my 20s that I needed to do when it first happened. But I wasn't in the right place, and I wasn't with the right people. Even when things are most chaotic and hectic and crazy, there is timing for everything. Timing for everything. So when all of this happened, I took immediate stock of my current situation. I went through this mental checklist. And as I'm going through this like mental evaluation of my expenses, my living, all of these things, the biggest thing that stuck out was the people I had surrounded myself with. The people I had surrounded myself with. I really took a step back and looked at it and realized like that I'm surrounded by doers. I'm surrounded by people who are living their dreams daily. Not just sometimes, daily. I'm surrounded by people who may not have my work experience, may not have my skill set, but they at some point simply made a choice that they were going to live their purpose on their terms and make money doing it. Let me say it again, and make money doing it. So when I told my mother what happened, she gave me the motherly advice, and it turned into this, you gotta find another job and you can take some time. And my response to her simply was no. I would rather struggle now. I realized in that moment that I would rather struggle and do something that makes me happy or know that I'm living my purpose than work for someone else and make this livable or exorbitant salary. I'd rather do that. And that it would be a waste of an opportunity, because in that moment and at almost immediately after, I didn't look at what happened as a setback or a challenge really, but it was really an opportunity. And I told her it would be a waste of an opportunity if I didn't take this leap, given my evaluation of my situation and everything that involved it, and not just getting stuck on what had just happened. And I told her there was no plan B, C, D, E, all the letters of the alphabet. This was it. This is it. There's one plan and it's going to work. So fast forward to today. I'm happy to say that I have officially formed my company, 1215 Consulting. It's to, an ode to commemorate change and when it took place and not looking back. All my stuff, or the stuff that I'm keeping, is in storage. I have 2 bags packed and I'm getting on a plane in a couple of hours. And I will officially be a nomad. Literally, figuratively, all of that. I will be a nomad. And let me tell you, scared as hell, y'all. But I'm excited. Like, I'm really, really excited during this time, these last couple of months. And one thing that I keep saying all the time is like, I don't have to be anywhere. Like, I literally don't have to be anywhere that I don't want to be. I don't have to be anywhere I don't want to be. It has been one of the most freeing experiences that I've ever had. Scary, but freeing. But the most valuable takeaway and the thing I really wanted to share in this video and with whoever's watching or whoever takes the time to watch, because I know it's going to be a long video, is to take stock in the people you surround yourself with. Like, take stock in the people you're surrounded with. And if you don't have the right people around you to get to where you want to be or to have the life you want to have, then go get the right ones. Go get the right ones, because they're out there. Just got to go get them. And if you want to be a doer, you have to surround yourself with doers. You just have to, because it's very hard to be fearful when you are surrounded by people who are fearless, because it rubs off on you. It rubs off on you if you let it and you embrace it. It rubs off on you, and you can be that and you can have that. And the other thing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. This is huge for me. It's been a huge, one of the biggest learnings in all of this is don't be afraid to ask for help. I shared another quote I shared a quote a couple years ago, and it said, when you're up, your friends know who you are. When you're down, you know who your friends are. I have been like absolutely blown away, truly, by the support that I have had and have found in these last 2 months. I mean, like, real, true, genuine support. Like the type of support that believes in you when you don't believe in you. That has been what I have been surrounded in these last 2 months. And it has been absolutely humbling. Hold it together. Absolutely humbling. And to those who have been by me through these last 2 months and all of this up and down that I've been going through, I'm so grateful for you. And I hope you know that. And if you don't, please know I'm so grateful for you. And I really love all of you. I love you for just being there for me. To my friends that I may not have reached out to, or you haven't heard back from me, or I've just kind of been gone. Like, I'm just, it's just been going through some real life shit, y'all. But I'm here, and this is what's been going on. And, I hope you charge it to the game and not my heart. And to anyone who has ever offered to want to help or support at any given time, you may be getting a call from me. So just don't act funny. I may either be calling you for business or to crash on your couch. Either way, you put on notice. So, but as cliche as it sounds, I just want to remind you guys, man, that life is what you make it. So make your life. Make it. There isn't anything that you can think of that you can't have. There isn't anything you can think of that you can't have. You just have to be willing to do the work. That's it. It sounds so simple, but that's it. If there's anything, one of the biggest things that I'm coming to the realization of is just that. You can have anything you can think of if you're just willing to do the work. So want big, and then just go work hard. Big want plus hard work equals ultimate sense of accomplishment and success. That's it. So, it's time to get to work, my friends. Time to get to work. So you go do the work because I'm about to do the work. And let's go get some big things. All right? I'll be seeing you.